Good afternoon, guys, and happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. I forgot to check, guys, to see if my sales papers came today. Because I probably wanted to get to it like a head start this week. Although we're not going off Friday like we did last week. But, you know, just to kind of, like I said, get the head start on that. Sorry, guys. A few of the vlogs have gotten cut off because I've run out of space on my memory cards. So like yesterday's vlog, I was actually telling you guys slightly about the fish, and I was actually kind of wrapping it up anyway, and I was trying to tell you guys that I'd show you guys the fish tomorrow, which is today. So in today's vlog, because they've actually, the shrimp that we have, or that we got yesterday from, stopped at Petco or PetSmart or something like that, is super active, like compared to the other shrimp that we had. It, like, the other one hid all the time, like wouldn't move. This one that we got, the thing swims around the tank like it thinks it's a fish. And like, shrimp are normally supposed to be like bottom feeders, like they hang out on the bottom of the tank and, you know, that kind of thing. Like the one we had, like, never would come out of hiding. This one, like I said, swims around the tank like it thinks it owns the tank or something. It is like really cool. The kind we got is, I think, supposed to get up to like 2 to 2.5 inches or something like that. So it's actually supposed to get like pretty decent sized. I think that we either have barbs, I think that's what they are, or platies or something like that. I don't know. The two that we got when we first got the tank, the first like original 4 fish that we got, those two are have still survived, and they, I don't think, get any bigger. And then we got a loach over the summer, along with a plecostomus, and the plecostomus ended up not making it, but the loach is still there. So the loach, I think, is actually as big as it's supposed to get. But again, we just got a goldfish yesterday, which, because of the tank, because we have a heater in there, the goldfish will survive, like it thrives, I guess, in best conditions between like 65 to like 75 degrees, I believe it is. And then the rest of the fish that we have probably do best in like 75 to like 85 degrees. So our tank is like right at like 70, I think it's 76 or 78. So it's like right at that point, I think, where both should survive. We had actually, Matthew won a goldfish at the county fair, and ended up, we put it in the tank, and it outlasted like most of the other ones. We got, I think it was the guppies, which are supposed to be super hardy. We lost one of those, and then we ended up losing another one. And so, you know, we got those two, and then also the, what was it, the platies or whatever, the other one that we have in the tank, to break in the tank, those along with the guppies. And the guppies ended up, I think they were guppies, they ended up not making it. Well, one of them originally like didn't make it the first like few days or something like that, and then the second one hung around for a really long time. But then we got the goldfish, and then like shortly after that it ended up not making it, and the goldfish like stinking lasted like probably a few months. So it, like, you know, goldfish are pretty adaptable too. So we ended up getting, it's kind of like more of a fancy goldfish though than just like one of the orange ones you get at the county fair like Matthew had. And then we ended up getting, like I said, the some type of, it's not a ghost shrimp, but it's like a, like almost like see-through shrimp. So we'll see if, I'm going to go show you guys, we'll see if he is looking like he wants to go swim around the tank, or if he's hiding right now. He did that for like a good portion of the day, and then it seems like at night he just like is a night owl, you know, and he's like all up like swimming around the tank. Like I saw him, and his favorite thing to do too is to climb up the walls of the tank, and then just like he climbs along the walls of the tank and then just swims across the tank, like, you know. And it's really weird because, like I said, normally like shrimp hang out more on the bottom, but this one was like swimming everywhere. So yeah, we like I said, we have right now a total of 5 fish in total, not just goldfish. 1 goldfish and 5 fish in total though. So I'll show you guys that. That's what I was trying to tell you guys yesterday. But I did end up, actually, I washed my bedding. My comforter is still in the dryer because it's still stinking damp. But yeah, I got to some stuff for today, guys. But like I said, I'll show you guys our fish. So the reason we also waited a while longer to get some of the newer fish was because when we put the water in, we actually used our tap water, which is normally fine because we've used some of the like drops and things like that that you can like add to help with the water, but our water is so rusty that it made the entire tank just like a rusty like orange mess, which you guys can maybe kind of tell. It does have a little bit of an orange tint, not nearly as bad because we ended up draining out a lot of the water and then ended up adding back like distilled water. So we ended up just, my dad got some of the like the test strip thingies, these things to test the water. So we did that yesterday and all of the levels were good, with the exception of one that was like slightly like more monitor. So we ended up adding some of this stuff, this water conditioner to it, and you guys probably can't see that very well, but we added that yesterday, and the tank, we're gonna test it most likely again to check that level, but it should, I believe, help with that. Not, we just again kind of need to monitor it because it wasn't like in the danger zone or anything. But yeah, I don't see the shrimp, guys, and I don't know, do you guys see this divot like here kind of in these rocks? This thing used to be here. It was here just a few hours ago. I don't know who moved it or how it got moved. I don't know if one of the fish did it. I don't know how it happened, but it used to hide underneath here. It liked hiding in there today, and then somebody moved that, and I don't know how it got moved, but now it's like these two things were not right next to each other. You guys can see how it's like pulled up. So yeah, I'm not sure where he is. You guys see that's one of those are the like platies, and then that's the goldfish back there, and then this is a yo-yo loach, which we call yo-yo. So yeah, I'm not sure. We call our shrimp Shrimpy. I'm not sure where he is, but like I said, guys, earlier, like I was sitting in here watching the Hawks game and he was swimming across the tank like nobody's business. If you guys were watching the vlogs like last year when we got the tank, my dad ended up also rearranging sort of some of the stuff back here. So this has like a little rock cave sort of back in this corner. And my dad moved the, what's it called? Oh, do you guys see him? He's right here. I don't know if it'll focus because the plant up there, you guys can see him. It actually focused on him. I'm actually quite surprised. The little like what you call it, focus thingy on the camera actually found him. So you guys see him, he's right in between those two like leaves there. Like I said, he's super little right now, but he's gonna get pretty big. So I mean, not huge, but I mean considerably kind of decent sized, probably about as big as the loach. We figured he's probably as big as he's gonna get, and the shrimp will be about as long as him. So he's still got a lot of growing to do, and it my dad was looking it up too. It says that they do grow pretty quickly, so he should get to be, you know, about the size that he will be at pretty soon. And now it's not focusing. Oh, there it goes again. You guys see him back here? I think he's getting a little tired out, but honestly, guys, our other shrimp that we had would go in here and hide in this thing and would stay there and would not come out, and you'd never see him, and he'd never walk across like anything, and he wouldn't, like, you know, he was just like such a scaredy little shrimp. And now, like, you know, you guys see these two together are like interacting and stuff like that. Like the one shrimp, I think I actually caught it on camera. Something touched him. I think it was the shark that we had. Like it was just swimming, and you know, like his fin caught him or something like that. The thing jumped and like flew across the tank and got totally freaked out and like didn't want to like be anywhere near any of the other fish. So yeah, guys, that's our new little guy that we got. Like I said, he's so cute. He's so much fun to watch, and I love trying to find him in this tank too, because like he's kind of see-through, so it's hard sometimes to see him. You don't always see him, but every once in a while you just see this random like blob kind of swimming across the tank, and I'm like, what fish is that? Or like, is there like, you know, something just like floating in the water? And I'm like, oh no, it's a shrimp. He's actually swimming across the tank. So yeah, and then our goldfish, for some reason, he likes to hang out in the back and against the back wall, and he does this a lot, where he just swims sort of into the corner of the tank, and then he swims back, and then he'll swim into this corner, and then he'll swim. Sometimes he just does this and just keeps swimming back and forth. Sometimes he'll go all the way over here. Yesterday he couldn't figure out because there's kind of this like current from the filter, which was the other thing. We ended up getting a I think it's a 30-gallon filter for a, I think it's between 30 and 40 gallon maybe or something like that for our 20-gallon tank. So it's also bigger so that it purifies it a little bit more, which my dad's boss, they're super into like fish tanks, like they have a ton of them, suggested that's what they do as well. So yeah, and there's our little yo-yo down there. So yeah, but that's the tank, guys. And like I said, that's why we kind of waited on getting more fish until, because we only had 3 in here for the longest time. It was these 2 guys and then the loach. But we ended up, like I said, had waited until we got the new, what's it called, filter, you know, water purifier thingy, and then also the, you know, the new water filter, and then also to get our you know, so it looked nice because it was all rusty water and looked just really like nasty, and like super foggy too. And so yeah, that's, like I said, what we ended up doing and waiting on. But it's funny because my camera has a hard time focusing. It can't figure out where it wants to focus. It's like, do I focus on the fish in front or the fish in behind? But anyways, guys, yeah, so those are our new fish. And oh, there's the little shrimp. There he goes again. He's going back and forth right now. I don't know if I'm going to catch him actually swimming across the tank, but he's so active. Oh, look at, he's coming to say hi. Like I said, compared to our other one that just hid all the time. So yeah, this one, like I said, he seems like he's in probably a lot better health and like loves cleaning this tank. Like it is his favorite thing. He's like the shrimp from Finding Nemo. So yeah, guys, and the goldfish, and then these guys, which aren't super interesting. They just kind of hang around, you know, mainly at the top. But the loach is probably my favorite because, like I was saying, there's this like current here, so the water like comes down. You guys can see kind of how the plants are moving because of it and everything. But the loach loves to swim through that, and I think I showed you guys too when we had our little shark. He would do the exact same thing too. And so the goldfish yesterday could not figure out how to swim through the current. Like it was too like slow. Like it couldn't, like, you know, it couldn't swim fast enough to try and get through the current. So you know, the loach cracks me up though sometimes because he just kind of like floats around, and he is hilarious, guys. I love him. Him and the shrimp are probably my 2 favorite, who's now over here cleaning on the other side. Yeah, guys, that is the, like I said, the fish tank. The dogs have now followed me into the, the living room. Come on, guys, it's time to go to bed. Really want to go to sleep? You want to go to Kata's room? Anyways, yeah, guys, the lighting in here is like horrible. I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, I'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.